Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be showing you how you can remove background of an image in React Native's new architecture for Android using MLKIT selfie segmentation. So yeah, let's get started. Now I want to make it very clear at the start of this tutorial, there is no third-party library, at least at the time of me recording this video, to achieve this functionality. So that's why we need to write some native code. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the demo. So here you can see I am mirroring my device with the help of Android Studio. So here I have a pick image button. So once I click on pick image, here I am using React Native image picker. So once I pick an image, here you can see the background has been removed of this particular image. Now typically what flows happen, I'll quickly explain you guys the flow. So once I click on pick image, it calls React Native image picker. Then once user picks an image, I get the base 64. Then I send the base 64 to the native Android Kotlin code. It removes the background, and to send it back to React Native side, we again convert it to base 64 and send it back. So that's the overall process. So I'll just show it for two more images. So I'll just select this image as well, and here you can see background has been removed. Again, this is all on device, nothing is related on cloud, and here you can see this is the image as well. So yeah, let's get started. So first, as usual, you just have to create, I'm using React Native 82, which is the latest at the time of me recording this video. So here you can see that I'm just create a project by running this particular command. Instead of turbo module example, you can write your own project name, and you don't need to specify the version like they did it over here. Whatever is the latest version, it will pick it from that. So don't specify the version. So just create a project like this. Once you have created the project, you just need to install dependencies. So here inside package.json, I'll just you just need to install this React Native image picker dependency. So make sure you just do npm install React Native image picker. Once that is done, now let's go to the documentation. So here I told you, right, we need to write native code. So for that we are coming to this documentation. So here you can see it is telling us to create a specs folder. Now here they have given an example of native local storage. So native local storage does not make sense in our case. So I have named it little bit differently, but whatever name you give to this TypeScript file is very important, because that name will be used in lot other places as well. So be very careful, and the TypeScript file name should start with the word native, otherwise React Native will not able to find your file for code generation. So here you can see enough talking. So here you can see I have created this specs folder. Inside that I have created this file called native background remover.ts. Now this I have copied it from the particular documentation itself from over here, but I have removed, I only need one method which will take a base 64 string, and it will return a string as well in terms of promise. And here I have renamed this particular thing as well. That's all I have done over here. Okay, then you need to scroll down, you need to just copy paste this particular bit of code. So if I just go to package.json over here, you can see I've just copy pasted this particular bit of code. And again here you need to make few changes. So here the name should be native background remover followed by spec, and here it should be native background remover. Alright, then just scroll down, and here then you need to run this particular command. So just go to your React Native project. So here you can see I'm inside my React Native project, just cd to the Android folder, and then you need to run this particular command. I'll just copy this. I have already ran this command, but so again I'm just running it any which ways again. Doesn't really matter. So here you should see this build successful. It might take a bit of time if you're running it for the very first time, so be patient. Then let's see how to use it first, then we'll write the implementation. So just go to app.tsx. First you will have to add all these imports. Then here you can see I have taken one state for base 64. So this base 64 is from the final base 64 which we will get from native Android side. Then here I have taken one image size state as well, because if I like I shown you for three different images, right, if I just give randomly some width and height, the image looks really bad. That's why I have taken one state for width and height as well. And here I'm just checking the dimensions. Sometimes what I have noticed is that the dimensions is basically, here you will get the width and height of the screen. Sometimes the image is greater than the width and height of the screen. That's why I'm just comparing with the width and height of our device as well. So here is our button, and on click of it we just launch this image library. Media type is photo, selection limit is 1, and include base 64 as true. Now here if the user has picked the image properly, then we just call native background remover dot remove background, pass the base 64 to it, and here you get the final base 64. We update this state. Okay, and here you can see we just get the width and height from our this particular selected images as well. And if the width and height is proper, then I just check it with the dimensions dot width and dimensions dot height. You don't need to do all this stuff, but yeah, just to make it make the image look pretty, that's why I have done it. Now again, here I have set the width and height as 300 by 300. Again, this is not a good practice, but I don't know how to do it, else I am just setting the image width and height. Okay, then here you can see this is the text called pick image. Now if base 64 is not equal to empty, then we just display the base 64 something like this. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now let's come to the documentation over here. Let's just scroll down. Here you can see it is telling us to create this file first, right? So what you need to do is go to Android, first go to app, go to build.gradle and scroll down. Here we need to add this particular dependency of com.google MLKIT segmentation selfie. Now at the time of me recording, this library is still in beta, so if it does become stable, make sure you use the stable version. Then go to src main java com, and here inside com folder you need to create a folder of this name. So this should be your TypeScript file name, native background remover, and inside that you need to create this native background remover module.kt. so that's what they have done over here. Now we can't really copy paste this code because this is the actual implementation, so it will differ very much. So yeah, so here firstly these are all the imports which you need to write. Okay, then here we are just extending from native background remove spec. Here we initialize our selfie segmentation, and here we override the get name method as well. And here we have the remove background. So on a background coroutine, we just first convert the base 64 image to bitmap. Here is our input image as well. Then we just do segmenter.process, pass the image, add a success listener. Here we get the mask width, mask height, and final bitmap as well. And again, this is helper method which I have created, and then we are converting the bitmap to base 64 again and sending it back to React Native side. Here we are just handling the error. So this is a helper method for converting base 64 to bitmap. This is a helper method to convert like apply mask to bitmap. So basically remove the background from our bitmap. Again, I have copied this code from documentation, so even I don't really understand all of this code. And this is the converting of bitmap to base 64. Okay, and here we are just doing native background remover. That's it. Okay, then you need to create this file, native background remover package.kt. so if you see the docs here, you can see now this I have copied it from the documentation itself. Only thing is, wherever you see native local storage, you need to replace it with a native background remover. That's all I have done. Everything else remains the same. So here you can see that's what this is all about. And the final step is you just need to come to your main application.kt. you need to add this particular line of import, and you need to add this particular line of code as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Let me quickly check if I forgot anything. No, I don't think so. Yeah, if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.